Ma'am, good evening ma'am. I'm MJ Bungabong Base Cream 2C and I'm gonna discuss the 5 different transnational crimes and how it affects in the international security. First, money laundering. Money laundering is a financial crime that involves discussing the origin of illegally obtained funds to make them appear legitimate. This process is essential for criminal organization to use illegally obtained money without detection. The purpose of money laundering. Criminals engage in money laundering to conceal the source of their ill-gotten gains, often derived from the activities such as drug trafficking, terrorism, financing, corruption, and human trafficking. By making the money appear legitimate, criminals can avoid prosecution, conviction, and confiscation of their assets. The three stages of money laundering. Number 1. Placement. This stage involves introducing the dirty money into the legitimate financial system. Criminals may deposit cash into bank accounts, cash into a bank account, purchase an asset to use other methods to integrate the illicit funds into financial system. Number 2. Layering. This stage involves a series of complex financial transactions to obscure the origin of the money. Criminals may transfer funds between multiple accounts, purchase and sell assets, or use other techniques to create a trail that is difficult to trace. And number 3, integration. This final stage is integrating the laundered money back into the legitimate economy, and criminals may use the laundered funds to invest in businesses, purchase real estate, or engage in other legitimate activities that make the money appear to have been earned legally. Methods of money laundering. Criminals employ a variety of methods to launder money: smurfing or structuring, breaking large sums of cash into smaller deposits to avoid detection by financial institutions. Cash-intensive businesses. Using businesses that handle large amount of cash, such as laundromats, casinos, or restaurants to disguise the source of the money. And trade bias laundering. Misreporting the value of goods or service in international trade transaction to conceal illicit funds. And real estate transactions. Using real estate purchases and sales to move money between jurisdictions or to create a false or paper trail. And shell companies. Creating fictitious companies to hold and transfer laundered funds. Cryptocurrencies. Using cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin to facilitate money laundering due to relative anonymity and ease of cross-border transactions. Money laundering is a serious financial crime that enables criminals to profit from their activities. It poses significant risk to the integrity of financial system and can fuel other criminal enterprises. By, by, by understanding the nature of money laundering and the method used to combat, we can work towards a more secure and transparent financial environment. And the second is drug trafficking, also known as illegal drug trade or narco-trafficking, is a global criminal enterprise that involves the legal production, distribution, and sale of controlled substances. This illicit trade encompasses a wide range of drugs including cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, cannabis, synthetic opioids, and prescription drugs. Drug trafficking is a highly organized and profitable business with an estimated of $32 billion worth of drugs trafficked globally each year. This legal activity has a far-reaching consequences, impacting millions of lives and destabilizing economies, government, and communities. The drug trade places a significant economic burden of societies. Countries like Ecuador and Honduras, which are major transit points for drugs, experience serve economic fallout due to the trade with high level of violence and instability. It, uh, in, with high levels of violence and instability, deterring investment and development. Drug trafficking is closely link, linked to violent crime in Central America. Regions with high drug trafficking activity also suffer from elevated violence rates. The pervasive presence of drug cartel fuels not only drug-related violence but also broader criminal activities such as murder, gun violence, shoplifting, burglaries, and robberies. Communities affected by drug trafficking face severe social consequences. The drug trade undermines law enforcement and government authority, contributing to corruption and instability. This cycle of violence and instability undermines social cohesion and public trust, creating an environment where traffickers operate with relative impunity. Human trafficking is a serious crime that involves the exploitation of individuals for forced labor or sexual exploitation. Human trafficking is often referred to as trafficking in person of or modern slavery. And the third is human trafficking. Human trafficking is a serious crime that involves the exploitation of individuals for forced labor or sexual exploitation. Human trafficking is often referred to as trafficking in persons or modern slavery. It is defined as the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of person by means of threat or use of force, fraud, deception, abuse of power, or vulnerability for purpose of exploitation. Types of human trafficking. There are two primary forms of human trafficking. Number one is forced labor. Forced labor, also known as labor trafficking, involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to obtain the labor or service of another person. Victims may be forced to work in various industries including agriculture, construction, manufacturing, domestic services, and fishing. And the second is sex trafficking. Sex trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to compel another person to engage in a commercial sex act. This can include prostitution, pornography, and other forms of sexual exploitation. Who are the victims of human trafficking? The victims of human trafficking is gonna be anyone. Anyone can be a victim of human trafficking, but certain individuals and groups are more vulnerable than others. This include children's. Children are particularly vulnerable to trafficking due to their age and lack of experience. And number two, migrants. Migrants is especially those who are undocumented undocumented are often targeted by traffickers who would exploit their vulnerability and lack of legal status. The third one is people with disabilities. Individuals with disabilities may face discrimination and limited opportunities, making them more susceptible to exploitation. The fourth one is people in poverty. Poverty can make individuals more susceptible to traffickers who offer false promises of a better life. The third one is cybercrime. Cybercrime, also known as computer crime, encompasses any criminal activity. Utilize a computer or a network as a tool or target. It spans a wide range of criminal activities from financial fraud and identity theft to the distribution of illegal content and disruption of critical infrastructure. Cybercrime is distinct from traditional crime due to its reliance on digital technology. While traditional crimes like fraud or theft existed before the advent of computers, cybercrime leveraged the internet and computer networks to expand the scope. There are some types of cybercrime. Cybercrime encompasses a diverse range of activities broadly categorized as follows. Number 1. Hacking. Unauthorized access to a computer system or networks for malicious purpose such as data theft, system disruption, or espionage. And number 2 is malware. Malware, the use of malicious software including viruses, worms, trojans, and ransomware to damage system, steal data, or extort money from victims. And number 3 is denial of service or DOS or DOS. Attacks overloading a computer system or network with traffic, rendering it inaccessible to legitimate users. And the fifth one is spam. The unsolicited sending of bulk emails for commercial or malicious purposes. Crime using computers as tool. And the last is financial crimes. Fraudulent activities like online banking, fraud, credit card fraud, and money laundering facilitated by internet and digital payment system. The impact of cybercrime. Cybercrime has significantly consequences for individuals, businesses, and governments, including financial loss, reputational damage, national security threats, and lastly, social disruptions. The last transnational crime is the terrorism. Terrorism is a complex and multifaceted issue that has plagued societies for centuries. It involves the use of violence or the threat of violence to achieve political goals, often targeting civilians and creating widespread fear. Terrorism is often categorized by violence. Violence or the threat of violence. This is the core element of terrorism, distinguishing it from other forms of political dissent or protest. Number 2. Political motivation. Terrorist acts are typically driven by a desire to achieve political change, often through intimidation, coercion, or the destabilization or of existing power structures. And number 3, targeting civilians. Terrorist attack often targeted civilians, aiming to create fear and panic within a broader population. And the impact of terrorism: loss of life, psychological trauma, economic damage, and politically instability. And lastly is social division. And that's all the 5 different transnational crimes. And that's all. Thank you.